Hey there, it's David H. Lawrence the 17th. I got a message from a viewer who said, you mentioned a virtual assistant. You have a virtual assistant. How does that work? How does your virtual assistant actually help you? Don't they have to be there to shoot the videos and all that sort of thing? And so I thought, well, why not use video? Why not use one of these videos to meet my new virtual assistant, Stina Marshall? So let's go over to Zoom and find out what she's all about. Hey, Stina, how's it going?
Wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing great. Look, you have your image, all adjusted and everything. It's awesome. So, just going to jump right into it. Stina is my new virtual assistant. She's my second virtual assistant. You guys know Rachel. Stina is helping me with a lot of new projects as well. And we got a question from one of the viewers of the One a Day videos, which you're also involved in. How does your VA support you and your team? How does that work? And it's magic to me. I'm really happy. Real quick, we're not going to be long on this video. This is going to fit in with the format of all the One a Day videos, 5-10 minutes. Why did you want to be a VA in the first place?
Well, one of the things, I have two kids at home, and one of the things I wanted was flexibility and to be able to help somebody else grow their business. I'm a big believer in supporting other people and using my skill sets to help somebody else grow as a person and enable them to do what they do best. And I think that one of the things that I do is I help organize a lot of things in your life so that you can do what you do best, which is amazing things.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that. And I had kind of limited my expectations about anybody that I would hire as a VA because I feel like what I do is kind of specialized.
Agreed.
But one of the really nice things is that Stina has a bit of experience with managing an actor, because one of her kids, her daughter Lena, is an athletic model, a fitness model, a kids fitness model, and a commercial actor and a theatrical actor, and wants to be an actor, right? So yeah, and so you're kind of a stage mom.
Yes.
Yeah. And you've kind of been a stage mom to me too. I think when I present things to you, you've been like, oh yeah, I get that, because that's what I'm familiar with from dealing with Lena's burgeoning career.
Right.
To get to the answers of what you do, tell me a little bit about what you do every morning before I even get up, because you're apparently an early bird. You're a lion, and I'm sorely still a wolf. But tell people what you do to help me out.
So in day to day, before David gets up and before my kids get up, I check his email and manage his daily lists on VO2GoGo. I see if there are any urgent matters that need to be brought to his attention. I manage his LinkedIn as well, so I make sure that everybody, hears from him, and that we bring, again, anything urgent to his attention, or anything in his day-to-day life that pops up that he might need to know about.
Yeah, and she also does little things too. We're talking about each other as though we're not even in the room, which is kind of let's talk about Stina. Every day when you go to these One a Day videos, you see a little link that says all episodes. And when you click on that link, it shows you a link to all the rest of the now 150 or 160 episodes. And part of that process of managing my stuff for me is her going in every day and adding that day's link to that list. So it's one less thing that I have to worry about in the workflow process. I've offloaded other things to her. And the one thing that she also does that's really the most useful to me is she's taken off my plate some of the administrative tasks of managing the classes every month, the release of the workshops and the classes and so on. So I'm feeling like I'm lagging here, so I'm going to stop my video and I'm going to start it again. Okay, good. Now I've caught up. And so she handles that for me, and it's a very long and involved process, and it's one that I was kind of, stubborn about giving up, but she does it really, really well. And so it's that kind of thing that she does to support me and my team. She supports the coaches. She supports the pros, the VO to Go pros, when they are signing up for classes. She puts them in the right class. What else? I think that kind of covers it. But we're adding more things as time goes on, and she's also going to be involved in the rebranding later this year because
I'm very excited about.
yeah, her processes are going to change because I'm trying to make it simpler for everybody, including those of you who are pros and are taking the classes. It's going to be a lot easier for you to get into the class that you want. And then you do something really sweet every night, and I'm sure sweet is not the right way to describe it, but to me it is, and it's kind of like, you know, Tom Peters wrote a number of really awesome business books in the 80s and beyond. And one of the things that he talks about is the virtual penny candy in the bag. Like when you used to go to a supermarket when I was a kid, long before you were born, Stina, you'd get your bags, you get your groceries bagged, and then they'd throw a penny candy in the bag just as a little thank you. You probably see that when you go to a dry cleaner, or you go to a hair salon or whatever, they might have little candies in the jar and stuff. Mm-hmm. And what you do for me every night is kind of like that. Can you explain what you do?
Yeah, so when I'm going through his email and managing that, I also take a look at his calendar and give David a quick text message with an update of any highlights of his day for the following day so that he can be prepared and ready to take on anything that he needs to take on.
Yeah, and you think, hey, how hard is it, David, for you to actually just go look at your calendar? I mean, seriously, how hard can that possibly be? But what it is and it's been useful many, many times. Oh, yeah, that's right. I've got that first thing in the morning. I probably would look at my calendar, and there've been days where I haven't, and I've been kind of surprised at the last minute by something. But that's just like a really nice little thing that Stina does. So I wanted to give people an opportunity to see you. You're gorgeous. Your kids are gorgeous. Everything about what you do for me is gorgeous. I really appreciate it, and I'm thrilled that you're working with us, and thank you for the support that you offer for all of the viewers of these videos, my pros, me, my team, my coaches, and hopefully, and I'm not putting you on the spot, you're enjoying it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Thank you so much, David. I really appreciate it.
Great.
And it's nice to meet everybody.
So there you go. That's Stina Marshall. She's awesome, and she's really been helpful. And we've only been working with each other for a couple of months. I've been working with Rachel, my other VA, for several years. And, I guess it's kind of odd. You think, how can possibly, most of what I do is on mic or on camera. How can a virtual assistant help you with that? And as we found out, it's the administration. It's the actual running of the company. I teach. I perform, I do a lot of things other than these videos and other than auditioning, and the administration of all that is really how she helps me out and how they both help me out. So there you go. I hope that helps. If you have questions or comments about how VAs can be useful, if maybe they're useful in your life, maybe you're using a VA, or you have questions for either me or Stina for how she works with me, do me a favor and leave that in a comment below this video. If you're watching anywhere but on vo2gogo.com, pop over to vo2gogo.com, because that's where all the good stuff is. That's where we have all kinds of tactics and strategies and tips and tricks and offerings for you to make your life as a performer fantastic. If you would like to subscribe to my YouTube channel, go ahead and click on my head there. If there's no head, look for a subscribe button somewhere on the page. If you want to see the latest video I've done, clicking on that frame will take you to YouTube and they'll play it for you. I'm David H. Lawrence, the 17th. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you tomorrow.